Hello, today I will read Genesis chapter 42. In chapter 41 we saw that what that Pharaoh has had a dream, and Joseph with a gift from God to interpret the dreams. He was God, and because of he took care of the others in the prison. Now what he was interpreting in that dreams from Pharaoh, it happened exactly like Pharaoh has dreamed, and the 7 years of prosperity passed, and now they are in the first years of famine. And now we continue with chapter 42. When Jacob learned that there was grain in Egypt, he had an idea to administrate those things, the Joseph, and he was put in charge by Pharaoh. When Jacob learned that there was grain in Egypt, he said to his sons, "Why do you just keep looking at each other?" He continued. "I have heard that there is grain in Egypt. Go down there and buy some for us, so that we may live and not die." Then 10 of Joseph's brothers went down to buy grain from Egypt. How many brothers had Joseph? 11, and one sister, Dinah. Then 10 of Joseph's brothers went down to buy grain from Egypt. But Jacob did not send Benjamin, Joseph's brother, with the others. Benjamin was the last one, and he was blood related with Joseph. It was from Rachel too. Because he was afraid that harm might come to him. Benjamin was Joseph's brother from Rachel, not just from the father, but from mother too, the same mother. Because he was afraid that harm might come to him. So Israel's sons were among those who went to buy grain, for the famine was in the land of Canaan also. Now Joseph was the governor of the land, the one who sold grain to all its people. So when Joseph's brothers arrived, they bowed down to him with their faces to the ground. As soon as Joseph saw his brothers, he recognized them, but he pretended to be a stranger and spoke harshly to them. "Where do you come from?" he asked. "From the land of Canaan," they replied, "to buy food." Although Joseph recognized his brothers, they did not recognize him. Then he remembered his dreams about them and said to them, "You are spies! You have come to see where our land is unprotected." "No, my lord," they answered. "Your servants have come to buy food. We are all the sons of one man. Your servants are honest men, not spies." Honest men. "No," he said to them, "you have come to see where our land is unprotected." But even if, why there are some unprotected places? But they replied, "Your servants were 12 brothers, the sons of one man. who lives in the land of Canaan. The youngest is now with our father, and one is no more. One is no more. Joseph said to them, it is just as I told you. You are spies. And this is how you will be tested. As surely as Pharaoh lives, you will not leave this place unless your youngest brother comes here. He missed his brother, I think. His little brother didn't make part of the team with those who were selling him and put him in that thing. How it was said. In that in that cistern. Okay. Send one of your number to get your brother. The rest of you will be kept in prison, so that your words may be tested to see if you are telling the truth. If you are not, then as surely as Pharaoh lives, you are spies. And he put them all in custody for 3 days. On the third day, Joseph said to them, do this and you will live, for I fear God. If you are honest men, let one of your brothers stay here in prison. So, not just one to go, but one to stay in prison. While the rest of you go and take grain back for your starving households. But you must bring your youngest brother to me, so that your words may be verified and that you may not die. This they proceeded to do. They said to one another, surely we are being punished because of our brother. We saw how distressed he was when he pleaded with us for his life. But we would not listen. That's why this distress has come upon us. So that means that their little brothers wanted to go in this trip in Egypt too. But their father didn't let him to go. Reuben replied, didn't I tell you not to sin against the boy? But you wouldn't listen. Now we must give an accounting for his blood. What kind of boy? The Benjamin or the Joseph? Reuben. Reuben was trying to protect Joseph in that thing, in that case. They did not realize that Joseph could understand them, since he was using an interpreter. He turned away from them and began to weep, but then turned back and spoke to them again. He had Simon taken from them and bound before their eyes. Joseph gave orders to fill their bags with grain, to put each man's silver back in his sack, and to give them provisions for their journey. So Joseph had all his brothers in his hands. The brothers who sold him. And to give them provisions for their journey. After this was done for them, they loaded their grain on their donkeys and left. To put each man's silver back in his sack. So he wanted no harm. He loved his father, but his brothers, he showed them a bit of how can I say, he wasn't so soft to them, to show them that he has power, to that they are in his hand now, but they didn't recognize him yet. At the place where they stopped for the night, one of them opened his sack to get feed for his donkey. And he saw his silver in the mouth of his sack. "My silver has been returned," he said to his brothers. "Here it is in my sack." Their hearts sank, and they turned to each other trembling and said, "What is this that God has done to us?" When they came to their father Jacob in the land of Canaan, they told him all that had happened to them. They said, "The man who is Lord over the land spoke harshly to us and treated us as tough we were spying, as though we were spying on the land. But we said to him, 'We are honest men, we are not spies. We were 12 brothers, sons of one father. One is no more, and the youngest is now with our father in Canaan.'" One is no more, huh? Then the man who is Lord over the land said to us, "This is how I will know whether you are honest men. Leave one of your brothers here with me and take food for your starving households and go. But bring your youngest brother to me so I will know that you are not spies but honest men. Then I will give your brother back to you and you can trade in the land." As they were emptying their sacks, there in each man's sack was his pouch of silver. When they and their father saw the money pouches, they were frightened. Their father Jacob said to them, "You have deprived me of my children. Joseph is no more and Simon is no more. And now you want to take Benjamin. Everything is against me." Then Reuben said to his father, "You may put both of my sons to death if I do not bring him back to you. Entrust him to my care, and I will bring him back." He was his first son, but he did something that he shouldn't. He slept with one of concubines of his father. Yeah. But Jacob said, "My son will not go down there with you. His brother is dead, and he is the only one left. If harm comes to him on the journey you are taking, you will bring my grey head down to the graves in sorrow." Even now they didn't recognize their sin, that they sold him, that they sold Joseph. Look what happened. Joseph was a bit harsh, but still he could do, or he can do, way much worse. But he has a character, and we will see in the next chapter too what will happen. And not just in next chapters, not next chapter, just one. What would you do if the ones who sold you, the ones who harmed you, will fall into your hands? Will you do the same to them, or you will be greater than them and maybe you will show them mercy, forgiveness, or punish them? We will see what will happen next. May the God bless me and protect me and enlighten me in the next chapter too. And if you want, you will see me there too. God bless you all and goodbye.